guys. So I'm about to make my way towards a urologist. It's about a 30-minute drive, and let's see what he has to say. I'm gonna talk to him and talk to him about my symptoms, everything that I've been feeling, because everything feels very, very similar to the first time that I had prostatitis symptoms, right? But the first time, it took me, months to diagnose, or to at least, for someone to point me towards the right direction. But today, or at least this time, I can relate, and I can, think about the symptoms that I had to see if they're similar to now. And some of them are. Obviously, it's not as bad because maybe I haven't let it gone that far, and also because I'm learning every day to take care of myself in a different way, right? So this is why I always tell you guys to take mental notes, because I'm always thinking about similar things that have happened in the past, especially when it comes to my symptoms. And now I feel like I caught it early, but I'm still having a lot of symptoms, and it's a struggle. So this time, I guess the symptoms that I started having was lower back pain, going to the restroom to go pee often. So that was very relatable to my first couple symptoms that I had. Also some pain and discomfort here and there on like my penis area, and sometimes even the tip, inflammation in the tip of my penis, and also see what else. Oh, maybe a little bit of itching as well. But I think those were my top 5 symptoms. This sounds bad, you make a top 5. I don't know what this is, Port Centers of prostatitis, but yeah, those are my main issues right now. I'm gonna go check and see what they say. Hopefully they do some testing, maybe some blood work, maybe some urine test, and I think that I might get an endoscopy. I'm thinking about my GERD issues, a prostate exam. So I don't know yet though, but I'm assuming that something like that's gonna happen. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted, and let's head that way. So I just got to the office. It actually took me about like 20 minutes, not 30. There was no traffic today, even though it's a Monday, but good for me. I'll take the small W, all of them that I can. So I do want to add something about my symptoms, with the peeing, the constant peeing, and constant urgency to go to the restroom. My bladder feels like I have to pee, and this sensation of like me wanting to pee, even though I just went to the restroom, to urinate. So that really bothers me, and I had something similar to that the first time. So, I can't tell you if my bacterial prostatitis is back, but this is why I'm here today. I told them, man, when I make the appointment, I was like, hey, I feel like I'm having a flare up, something else is coming back, and I just need the fastest appointment. They had to call me back, and they're like, oh, we found an appointment for you, or else I would have to wait till like March. And right now, we're in February. So that would have been a struggle, but, you got to hustle your way around things a lot of the time, especially with all this. I even saw my MD, talked to him about different things. He gave me a cream for I guess the tip of my penis because of the inflammation. He gave me some creams, because he told me it was inflammation, but he told me also that it had to do with fungus. But again, going back, it felt something similar to when I had prostatitis, and the first time and all that situation. So I had like a little rash on my penis, and that went away. That's going away with the cream and all that, and with a couple of days, it's gotten better. I'm feeling a little better in that aspect, but the other issues are still lingering. I don't know if I'm gonna get on any type of medication again this time. Obviously we gotta check and see what happens, but I did want to give more information on that, on my symptoms, because I feel like it's important, you know, for you guys to know what I'm going through. And I've stated in the past before that obviously I'm not healed from prostatitis, and who knows if I'll ever be completely healed. And the reason I say this is because I have a friend who suffers from prostatitis, and he suffered for a while now. And he's told me that, you know, every year or every other year, he has to get medications when he has like really, really bad flare-ups, or he goes through a period of time that the issues get really bad. So when I started thinking about that, I was like, man, you know, hopefully I'm not one of those people. But, you know, unfortunately, here we are, and we got to take it a day at a time and see how it goes. So we're about to go inside real quick, and I'll let you guys know what happened. So, well, that sounded wrong. I'll let you guys know what happens. There you go. I just got back. I think it went pretty well. I told them all about my symptoms and what was happening. I was pretty straightforward with them. This time the nurse practitioner saw me, not my actual doctor, but obviously he was checking in with him. And the reason I think is because of how like urgent the appointment was, but it was all good. I had a urine test done to see if I had any bacteria on my, you know, I guess in my bladder, and the pee had no blood, had no bacteria. I came back really well, came back clear, what they call it. So that's a good thing. She did tell me though to stick to the sulfamethoxyl. I can't even pronounce the name of my medication. That was the same medication that I was on the first time I got prostatitis. I got diagnosed with prostatitis, and that was what helped me get better. She asked me if that actually helped me, and I was like, yeah, but it took me a couple of days to feel better. So I'm gonna be on it for 10 days. And then she also told me to keep adding the cream to the tip of my penis. I don't know the medical term for tip of my penis, but it's the tip of my penis. So she told me to keep adding that, because it could be, she said she saw it. She actually wanted me to show her, so I did. And she told me that it was like something with like fungus or something like that. And the redness, it was swelling. She asked me, you know, obviously, well, she didn't ask me. She told me to be careful with like having like rough sex. And to me, that actually makes sense, because whenever you end up having rough sex, I'm sorry. It irritates my penis, and it irritates, it for some reason it's more sensible. And well, I'm guessing it's because of all the prostatitis issues, to be honest. But she told me to watch out for that. Obviously, also try to make sure that you know, the condoms that I wear, to see if maybe there is any type of like, how would I say this? Anything that will irritate my penis, anything that will cause it to inflame, you know. So make sure to try different ones to see which one doesn't cause that. And of course, personally, I'm going to get checked, because I have my physical in like a month or two. So I'm going to get checked for anything else, and to see that everything is, you know, it's okay. And everything should be fine. So I'm not too worried or concerned about that, but, you know, just keeping precautions, keeping all good measures. So, we'll see how everything turns out, but that was just my meeting for today. Hopefully it goes away. I'm gonna stay away from a lot of dairy products, and that's the reason, because when I saw my functional medicine doctor, we talked about it, and she told me just to stay away from it. I talked to her about my prostatitis issues too, and she just told me to stay away from dairy for a while. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start taking new supplements just for GERD, but that's gonna be upcoming in other videos. So that was my video for today, guys. Hopefully you guys something out of it. All I know, it's you know, it's gonna be a long battle with this prostatitis issues, right? I think taking good care of yourself, and just you know, remember to take mental notes on what's going on. It's very important. I know it's helped me a lot, and I tell a lot of people the same thing that go through it. So, you know, if you're watching this video, you're not alone. A lot of us men go through it. I think I got a gift from God of being vulnerable and sharing my vulnerability with YouTube and the whole world, to be honest. And, you know, I kind of feel like a responsibility sometimes to share my experience and my story, because obviously there's a lot of men out there that suffer from this issue quietly. And, you know, I want to encourage you to share your story, whether it's with a friend or a family member. And maybe even in my YouTube section, in my comments, man, you know, you're not alone. We're in this together. It's a long fight. It's really hard. It's really tough. But, you know, God has a plan for all of us. I truly believe that. And I know sometimes it can be a dilemma when it comes to, you know, I am a believer, but when it comes to, you know, sex and temptation and stuff, you know, it's something really tough. But I think it's part of the journey as well, you know, part of our growth and part of our faith. So, you know, keep God first. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. Like I said, it's a long journey spiritually, for sure. And physically and mentally. So again, hey, if you guys enjoy the video, make sure to subscribe, like the channel, share it with whatever family member or a friend that you may have. And I go live on the weekends typically, so if you want to ask me any questions or join the community and just talk, you know, I'm on there for about 30 minutes to an hour, maybe even more sometimes, depending on, you know, on how the vibes are and stuff. So thank you everybody for you know, being part of the family, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love, baby.